Now boarding for Rebuild of Joycast, your weekly destination for anime, manga, and more.
Welcome back, everyone. Val, welcome back yourself. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm so turned around. We have a really weird ordering of our episodes right now.
Yeah, we do. I gotta say.
Yeah, like basically, yeah, it's weird. Like as we're currently recording this, our 25th special hasn't even come out yet.
No, we decided to take a break, but then so much shit was popping off. We were like, we have to talk about it.
So much shit has popped off, and we want to talk about it fresh. I don't care what y'all's triumvirate is, but me and Val, we have not triumvirate, a big three. Sorry,
Yeah.
we have to use reductive words. This is about marketing. Our current big three appears to be Chainsawman, One Piece, and My Hero Academia. So Ruri Dragon's mangaka, 6 issues in, it's already burnt out, which just infuriates me about the workload at Shonen Jump.
Some people just ain't built for it, man. It's just a fact. Some
and
people
that's
are
not a
built
weakness
differently.
on their part. It takes like a really fucked up build to keep up like Oda and even Horikoshi does.
Apparently, even Oda's struggling lately. Like, I feel like, and I
Oda
don't
is
blame
struggling
him.
from 30 years of burnout, all right?
Yeah, no, I don't blame him
Some
either. But
fuckers
it's
peter
like,
out at 6 chapters. Oda got burnt out about chapter 1000. You know, it's kind of lame on his part, but.
I mean, it makes sense because obviously with everything that's gone, like, you know, he's probably been long aware of Togashi's issues, and then obviously everything with Murata and everything. Like, you know, the dude's probably like worried about himself. I mean, I think recently he made a joke where he's like, "Yeah, my bust size is even bigger than Nami's now."
Oh, Oda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love him, man.
I think life is now passing Oda by now, and he's getting a little anxious. Understandably.
He's in his 50s now, so, you know, that makes sense.
Enters 50s, and he's been doing this since he was a youngin', about our age.
Yeah, and I think he even, like, expressed a while ago that he's really sad, or, like, his daughter complains that she doesn't get to see him, like,
yeah, because
at
his
all.
schedule's ridiculous.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, he barely gets any time with family, which, it must be weird, actually, mangaka family. You know, the Beastars author, Paru Utagaki?
Yes.
She made a one-shot of sorts, or something, where she talked about, like, coming home from work and having dinner with her family. And you know who her dad is? Her dad is the author of Baki.
Yes.
And she drew him as, like, this intimidating man with, like, this heavy, dark aura around him.
Like kind of doing the
everything.
Baki style.
No, nothing like that. He just had, like, kind of a JoJo, like, menacing
It
aura
still would have been hilarious
drawn on
if
him.
she went that far.
Absolutely, like, she went that far to try and, like, mimic her father's style. That would be great. I know, it must be a weird thing, because obviously the times are so long and everything. Like, I hear about authors living in their studios a lot of the time. Like, just staying in their studios for, like, long
Oh, it makes
periods
sense.
of time,
I mean,
obviously.
I'm sure a lot of Japanese workers also live in their fucking offices. I know a lot of animators across the world live in their offices.
Oh, yeah. I've heard about that as well. So, it must be crazy. And, yeah, with all the news in the past couple of years that's been coming out about, like, you know, the deteriorating health of mangaka and everything, he's probably looking at himself. And, admittedly, I don't want... I'm talking about this because I'm like... I'm being selfish. I don't want Oda to rush One Piece into an ending, obviously. Which is
Oda wouldn't do it. Editors would, because that's what's going on with My Hero right now. Is we have editors rushing Horikoshi from one set piece to the next, and we're not really, like, ruminating on it.
Okay, speaking ahead of what we're going to talk, like, I don't feel that is the case, to be honest. Like,
I think so, but the thing is, right now, you don't feel it in the current moment because it's just action set pieces. Like, how could that not? Like, how do you feel that would be rushed? He's like rushing My Hero Academia out the door is perfect pacing for just action.
I feel like it's not being rushed because we saw Midoriya out.
Well, I'm talking about like the previous arc. The fact that we never really got to like settle in with the assassins. We kind of went from one set piece to the next. Vigilante Deku comes and goes so quickly.
It does. I mean, I don't know if there was like...
And it has hardly any meaning to it in the long run. Because there was no setup. There was hardly anything to deliberate upon. It was just, well, wouldn't it look cool if Midoriya was a vigilante for a couple chapters? And then boom, we rush to the Class 1A fight. We're rushing to fights. Well, so I shouldn't say the overall being rushed. I'm saying we're rushing to fights.
Well, I would say we gotta break down the vigilante arc a bit more, because I feel like it was longer than we give it credit for.
But to keep the point at the start of this conversation,
yeah.
This is how Horikoshi is coping with his burnout, as well as his editors, who are definitely rushing out the door. They're saying, hey, could you pick up the pace? And Horikoshi's going, you know what? Yeah, I could pick up the pace and not go so hard. But he does go very hard in the art.
He is.
The art is fucking incredible.
Yeah, it is. Are we talking from like 360, by the way?
360... It's been a while. I gotta regale my other.
Yeah.
I'm clicking through it right now, trying to figure out what 360 is. Is this just Bakugo getting his shit kicked in?
I want to say it's the appearance. It's the first appearance of Lemillion again. Like he's coming in, he's like backing up.
I think that's a little bit sooner or later.
Yeah.
It's a little bit early. That's like 359, I think maybe.
No, that's 3.
I think we ended the last time we discussed My Hero Academia. I think we discussed that chapter when the big three arrive, and we talk about how much we love them.
Yeah, and this is them like doing their thing, and we see like a bit of a combo attack. Bakugo gets like fucked up in the face.
But before we get just before we get to that, I just want to keep on because we started this talk about how Ruri Dragon is now on hiatus again.
Yeah.
Jump
for the first
seems
time.
to really believe in it. Because when you take that kind of time, sometimes they just shit can you. Something takes your spot, and then you don't get it back. I think the way that whenever I see the notes in the letters of apology from both editor and mangaka, the editor and Jump altogether seems to keep talking very favorably about the series, and with good reason. The art is beautiful. It's very well made. It's very lackadaisical. I know some people, I know you, aren't too big a fan of the pacing and the fact that it's just slice of life and how that doesn't really seem to belong in Jump.
I mean, if I want...
But I kind of like that it doesn't belong there. I like Jump's trying to do something different.
No, I get that. If I want slice of life...
They're trying to grab at demographics they normally don't have.
I feel like if I want slice of life, you know me, I want something more...
Yeah, get it elsewhere.
Yeah, but I want something a bit more... Maybe it's because I'm not in school anymore. I'm like not really interested in that stuff. I know that it's got like the dragon aspect to it, but I'm not seeing... Well, last time I checked it, I was like...
no, it makes perfect sense. I can say why this is a hit or a miss for some.
Yeah.
For me, it's a hit. I think it's beautiful, and I can see why the mangaka's already burned out, because the art is very good. To do that weekly, like, again, he ain't built like Horikoshi is.
Oh, it's a pig?
It's Horikoshi. Now look at what Horikoshi does on a weekly basis.
I thought it'd be a woman. I just assumed.
I don't know who it is.
No? I was gonna say, have you thought that...
Lots of mangaka are very reclusive and quiet, and you don't know.
What if they're like someone who's been like grandfathered in then? I don't know.
They might be, like I said,
that might be a reason why they
don't
can,
know
like,
these guys that
or
well.
why they may, unless it's an extremely important circumstance and it's like the Shonen Jump have like talked it over or something like that. Like you said, they evidently have a lot of faith in it. But I'm just saying, like, what if it is rather something more like, oh, this person is like related to someone, or maybe just me guessing.
I don't think that. If we want to be like negative about it,
not being negative.
I think what's really the case is that Shonen has nothing to replace it right now.
Are we not getting like another batch?
I've not heard of any new series that's not Jump Plus. All the new shit's coming to Jump Plus now. The main magazine, what you saw, all that new shit that just came out between springtime and now, I don't think they have any replacements until later this fall. So I think that's the timer that Ruri Dragon has between now and November to get something figured out.
Oh, that's fair. Shall we get into the chapters then?
Until then, I think they just have a blank spot in their magazine, and they're just gonna bite on it.
Shall we get into the chapters then? Because I'm actually really excited for the newest stuff in My Hero Academia.
Yeah. So after that dour discussion, let's kind of up the energy again. Like as I brought up before, we immediately derailed ourselves. Our big three, we are feeling spoiled right now on the weekly front.
We are.
Chainsawman, My Hero, One Piece. we're starting with My Hero because we have a lot of chapters to catch up.
I mean, it's more funny, actually, because like a lot of these things have been going on. I mean, Chainsaw Man's been on hiatus for a year, so he ain't gonna stop anytime soon. One Piece has just gone off a 1 month hiatus a few weeks ago.
It's funny that you say that because he's taking a break next week.
God damn it.
Which would be the week this episode comes out.
Oh.
Or the week after.
That's kind of perfect.
The week
then.
after. Our schedule's so fucked right now. It's so fucked.
But then...
I'm so sorry, Steena.
But then it's like My Hero Academia has been taking like interspersed weeks off.
My Hero took like a month off. It took dispersed and then a month off and then dispersed again. And now this is the most consistent it's been for like about a month.
Yeah. So, starting from 359, you said?
We did 359. That's when the big three appear. Again, the big three in My Hero Academia. Mirio, Nejire, and Tamaki.
Yeah,
so
it's nice.
Going into 360 onward, we have just Bakugo getting his shit kicked in, and all the freaking kids who made up their bullies in high school just going nuts in the comments, having a fucking time of their lives.
I still understand why people dislike Bakugo, but I wouldn't go this far.
I understand if they actually had those legitimate experiences, then I completely understand. But those people tend to also side with Midoriya in the fact that they understand the empathetic reasoning of why Midoriya would still be his friend. I'm talking about the people who fucking fabricate things that are mine and just want an excuse to hate. Because they're truly the real bullies. They just don't realize it. They don't realize the irony in their statements against pure good sugar boy Bakugo. I'm joking. Bakugo is a piece of shit. That's why I love him.
Yeah.
He's a trash waifu. That's why I like him.
He is. I could agree with that. But he is just getting like this panel.
He's getting his shit rocked in, and this looks like a death.
This looks like a Chainsaw Man panel.
Yes.
It actually does, like with the hands, like and
I
all of
agree with your illusion.
all
there.
of the liquids just pouring out of the lad.
But to be fair, Horikoshi's been a bloody guy too.
Yeah,
we all know this.
Oh, absolutely.
Lots of blood, lots of limbs. Again, I talk about limbs in the absence of consequences. Now Horikoshi's going consequences in the absence of limbs, and I'm very much all for this, even if it's my favorite character. Going through the fucking ringer right now.
I'm also really happy. I don't know. I'm feeling like we may have talked about this chapter almost as well, just because like I feel like this shot of Nejire doing the Nejire pike is really familiar. It's a really great shot though. I love how it looks.
All the big three shots are fucking incredible. I mean, this every shot in these couple chapters has been amazing, and we'll get to it. But this week's chapter 362, at the time of recording, has one of my favorite panels in the entire series.
Yeah. Oh, we're jumping right to that.
Let's start back. Let's start back with the big three. The flashback with Nejire. The fact that we realize that it's Tamaki is the one that, in attempting to like make good on the compliments that he was given by Mirio, he kind of comes out of it. He helps Nejire come out of her shell. And I really like that it was Tamaki was the one. Like, you would think it was Mirio who was the glue between them, but it was actually more of a relay. It was more of a baton pass from Mirio to Tamaki to Nejire. And that was very cool, very incredible.
Well, yeah, it's nice when a singular character isn't like the glue that holds everything together in a group.
Yeah, these guys are equally
important to
together.
one another.
I love that dynamic.
Yeah, it's good. It's good shit. I like that a lot. If you're on,
and they work so well together, and we said last time we discussed this, we wanted to see them finally work and complement each other in action, and these couple chapters, we are seeing it, man. Holy crap.
No, yeah, and like you said, every shot that they're in looks really amazing. Like this bit where Mirio is obviously coming in and he's phasing through everything, but you get these like great shot of like his arm coming out. He's like screaming at Shigaraki. It looks amazing. And then
yeah, I made this joke on Twitter that Mirio just goes full Woody in Kingdom Hearts 3. Guess you never had friends, did ya?
And Shigaraki like shocks him. It's like, I had friends. Like, whoa.
Yeah, the little, to our chagrin, the little Tomura, Tenko, the little Tenko inside is clawing his way out. So if our last stop confirmation that yes, that All For One, Tomura, and Tenko are three separate people.
But, yeah, no, I'm really.
It's infuriating.
It is. But we've got all this good
we're
food,
here,
this good action.
We have lemons. It's time to make lemonade out of it.
We can't be that angry. No, I hate it as well. Like, a lot.
We say, because our audience back in the Sad Jump days hit us in the comments, in the live comments, we're theorizing this. And it happened.
Yeah.
So good on them.
It sucks that it's going this direction, but we've been talking about this for like months now.
Here's the thing, but there's a lot of different directions happening right now, and I can like concede that Shigaraki fucking sucks now. If it means I get the big 3 being incredible, and I get probably a Bakugo death out of this.
We're just jumping straight into that, are we?
I mean, it's happening. Like, as these chapters are happening, Bakugo is fucking dying, bro.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. He's like...
He's in the process of dying, and in 362, I'd still say it's the process. You gotta bury these fuckers before it's hard to confirm.
Bakugo, you know, he did this to himself. Like, the instant that he saw the damage to his face, he knew, like, he wouldn't be anyone's waifu again. I mean, it worked for Endeavor. He doesn't think it's gonna work for him. So
Endeavor's too angry to die, alright?
That's what makes it.
He's too insecure to die, seems to be the thing. Seems to be more accurate.
But no, 362 was fucking amazing. Like, I was immediately like...
Don't get there just yet, though. Remember, Tamaki has his cornucopia.
Yeah, you know, the
cannon.
coolest fucking thing. I was like...
What are they feeding this boy?
I love that bit. You just got the sideways list going, like... to the left.
And it's purposely blocked so you can't tell what the fuck this shit is.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, it was all edible. He had a couple guns. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's so fucking cool. And the way that they talk about him as well, I really, like...
He ate some gunpowder.
I always said I wanted, like, you know, this moment. And I think a lot of people... Like, he had a cool moment in, 8 Precepts of Death arc, I want to call it. Is that it? It's been so long.
I wouldn't say it was a cool moment, but I would say he had an arc.
Yeah.
He had something of an arc. He had something, and back during the Sad Jump days, we kind of sighed and thought, yeah, it's probably the one time we're ever gonna see him do anything.
Yeah,
so,
and it's like, no.
Kudos Horikoshi for not just making him relevant in the end, but giving him one of the best fucking moments in the series.
Yeah,
like, that's awesome.
It looks like, again, it looks kind of like a Chainsawman thing in it, actually.
This definitely.
With, like, the way...
But again, we don't give Horikoshi enough credit. He was doing this first.
It's just, this is like a horrible amalgamation. It's like kind of gross to look at when you get really close. You got like...
Yeah, but I mean, again, this has been Horikoshi's bread and butter. Like, My Hero Academia, generally overall, is the most sanitized work he's ever done.
No, it's been fucking...
He's always been a little bit more, like, Tim Burton inspired.
It's that bit as well at the very end where Nejire is, like, you know, obviously launching her attack. And it's like, oh, she's gonna go for, him again. But then it's like, no, it's gonna be... Sunny is gonna eat it. That was actually so cool and a nice little twist. I was like, wait, he can eat that? Holy shit, it's edible? What the fuck?
Her power.
Yeah, her power is edible. Somehow.
The quirk energy is just edible. Like, yeah, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah,
not?
man.
Again, just stupid Horikoshi logic that I love.
But, and I won't lie, I know we're ahead of that point now, and like going into 362.
Yeah, you can eat someone's quirk. Fuck
but
it.
I was worried because I really felt like, well, this, and I'm kind of right here. It's the only thing that bothers me. None of this stuff really matters. Like, it's putting forward just how hard all of these characters are trying to hold him back, and that's the point.
Now we go back to the fact that we have cool moments that have very little meaning.
Yeah, because
again, we are rushing.
We are rushing,
and we are not deliberating upon what we have done here.
We are throwing everything we've got an enemy when we all know that the only one who is going to have any meaningful impact on this enemy really is gonna be Midoriya.
Yeah, exactly.
Wherever the hell he is right now in the ocean.
He's getting there. He's on his way. He saw some things flying in the distance, but although the covers that were out for some reason because
that bad timing for that cover.
Bad timing for that cover. We get a rejuvenated All for One versus Midoriya fight. We clearly are seeing that cover.
Yeah, which I don't know.
We were due for it. People have been asking for it. Let them eat cake. All right. Again. Very little matters here. We're just rushing from one action set piece to the next, and I've conceded that we're gonna get very little meaning until like the very end.
I'm gonna be honest.
This is just gonna be nothing but action for the next couple of months. I'm also at peace with the fact that this is not ending this year. This is gonna go to the next spring season. There's no fucking.
Well, he did say it's gonna end in a year, and that was like how long ago was that now?
He announced that like in December or January. And remember, and that's fine because mangaka always have bad timing. A mangaka has never guessed their timing right. I can't think of a single one.
Like saying 3
yeah,
years.
The only thing they guess accurately is how long they're forced on hiatus. Like example, the Black Clover mangaka, who literally had to be pulled out of Jump kicking and screaming. He's like, I got one arc left to do! And like, you ain't dying, okay? Ken Hira just fucking died. You ain't going nowhere. You gotta carry that Ruri Dragon has to go on hiatus after 6 chapters.
No, that's why he's back.
Too.
That's why he's back
we'll
now.
Have nothing.
Is he back now? He is back now, isn't he?
He just came back.
That's why he's back. Ruri Dragon's fucking off. We need you.
Exactly. He's like, he was sitting there on the bench like, put me back in. I'm ready. I've been resting. Let's go. Dude, Black Clover, like, kudos to Black Clover. The one no one believed in.
Oh, no, absolutely.
The actual shonen protagonist of the Shonen Jump magazine. No one believed in it. People talk mad shit, but my God, it was perfect for the magazine. And that has proven how long it's lasted and how excited people are for it to return after that hiatus.
At the time, it really did just feel like an amalgamation of all the things that worked.
I mean, that's Jujutsu Kaisen, though. That's of all the best, the top sellers, sans like Chainsawman and a few outsiders. Like,
well, no, I mean, Asta even had like Naruto
Demon Slayer was also in
motivations,
that
you know.
It all feels the same.
Oh yeah, no. If like everyone thought it was just like Fairy Tail and Naruto put together, which is already sort of Naruto because they already have like the.
Well, I go even
dynamic.
further. The fact that it was just every show. I said it back even before Sat Jump days, where I was just like, this manga is literally every shonen. Every single one
compartmentalized into a single thing.
Just rammed into one character. Yeah. Asta.
I also want to say I love this shot from.
And it's not a parody for some reason.
Going back to My Hero though, I love this shot, and it's right after it's right after they all kind of like go in on Shigaraki again. He's launched the cannon and everything. Mirio is like phasing into the blast while like punching him in the face. Shigaraki, and you see the beam like shoot all the way out of the floating UA and into the city, and I was like, wait, is Shigaraki out of the fucking pen?
Right.
But then it was like, no, he isn't. He's right fucking there. I kind of wanted to be out of the pen, but I understand that is literally nowhere near the point. The pen is there to keep him in.
I mean, that would be a bad thing if he got out.
Yeah. But I also thought it would just be cool on Sunny's side.
My favorite panel is just above that one, the page before, where you see Mirio inside the beam, punching fucking Shigaraki.
Mirio's fucking like I was a bit like, oh, what? We were like, well, yeah, whatever. Mirio's back. Like he should have come back here for the first time.
Because they ruined his character. The reason why we're so whatever about Mirio is because they ruined his character. He came back too soon.
Yeah, no, I agree. Everyone, I think.
But when he's doing his thing, man, I love him. I adore Mirio, and that shot there, I'm like. That's Mirio being Mirio right there, motherfucker. Yeah.
I was just saying, though, it would have been cool on Sunny's half, or if I feel if Horikoshi was really trying to, like, push the manga forward, I would have had that the blast was so powerful along with Mirio's punch, he blasted him somehow all the way to the ocean where Midoriya is right now.
Well, honestly, if this was One Piece, if this was truly One Piece level, they would have allowed Tamaki to beat Shigaraki.
Honestly, I kind of genuinely wanted these. It doesn't feel like it's going to happen now at all. But
it's absolutely not going to happen. They're being hopeful. Left as fucking a tribute to Midoriya. These guys are a fucking lamb sacrifice for Midoriya.
It sucks. It does. I genuinely wanted them to beat Shigaraki. I genuinely would like it because
I did too. I did too.
These two characters, Shigaraki and All For One, are already the same person at this point. Essentially, it really doesn't matter.
We literally have two different versions. I know what you mean. Like, look at this shot in 362 where we have this splash page. It's not a splash page, but it's just one page of Mirio, Nejire, Tamaki, Mirko, and Bakugo all in the same frame going at it with Shigaraki.
Yeah, it's fucking
That's
cool.
fucking sick.
Yeah,
Why does it always gotta be one guy punching?
They're being his fucking ass, and that's what he fucking needs. He needs like 10 people.
I'm rooting for these. I wish these fuckers were the ones to do it.
I want them to put him down because I don't want that
This is
little
a good
fucking
team.
boy to be like, no.
This is such a great combo of characters.
You know, I'm starting to wonder, are we gonna get like a Full Metal Alchemist thing where they like, I don't know, use what's her face, Eri, to like turn Shigaraki into a little fetus, so then they can be like, well, he's
Oh my god.
we can forgive him.
Stop. Oh my god, you may have just predicted something.
They're gonna turn him into
Not a fetus, not a fetus, not a fetus. But you could see Eri regress Tomura back into Tenko.
Yeah, no, I could see that.
Fuck.
Fuck! That's what.
Damn it!
It just came to mind. That's how they're gonna forgive him. They're like,
The
well,
demon code prevents it.
they'll take me to the fucking courthouse. They'll be like, well, Your Honor, he's clearly too young to face any of these charges. Like, I'll allow.
Your Honor, he will have to go to a juvenile detention center and not fucking Gitmo.
No, bitch, he's going to the Hague.
The cops
Dude,
win
Shigaraki
again.
is going.
We're stretching the law to our
Ivan,
benefit.
we both know
cops.
if Shigaraki survived this realistically, he would go to the Hague. That is what would happen.
Oh my god, Val, you fucking predicted it. Oh my god.
Seriously, I want nothing more than Shigaraki.
Aries gonna resurrect Bakugo, or
No,
as
wait.
our chat in our Discord, our Discord is saying that
Midoriya's last power.
quirk number 2, all for one, quirk number 2 is a revival quirk.
That's what I was thinking immediately. He like.
I don't believe it.
I don't want it to
don't
be.
believe it.
Ivan, I don't want it to be real either because I really loved this. If this was like the actual send off for him.
Because that makes Aries so fucking pointless. Stop.
I actually love this send off.
At least Aries understandable that it's less of resurrection and more time reversal.
It's like, as you know, I don't like Bakugo that much. I've never been a big fan of him. But if this is the way that he goes down with his fucking heart bursting and everything, that is like so fucking sad.
Yeah, and they also brought to our attention this tweet about the fact that that the nitrogen in Bakugo's sweat could restart his heart, which I would say that's not how that works.
Mm.
It's about blood pressure and heartbeat control.
Mm.
So like his heart is like if it looks like his heart is pierced.
Yeah.
Based on the panel that I'm looking at, his heart is ripped open. Nitrogen does not heal your heart. So as a trained medical professional, what nitrogen does is it has a multiple purpose, but for the purpose that we use it in medicine, it's more about like, depending on how we use it, either to constrict or to relax blood vessels to control blood pressure. We tend to use it on people who have very high blood pressure.
Yeah.
To kind of relax some things.
I gotta say, I could tell that
so
wasn't
like,
the
let's
case.
say if Bakugo's heart stopped, I would agree on dumb Horikoshi logic that the nitrogen in his fucking body could get his heart back on track, but this heart is fucking destroyed.
Yeah,
all right,
at least
that's
it
not
should
how
be.
this is going to happen.
Like,
But they keep talking about the nitrogen. There's now a side effect in an evolved version of his quirk where he has little bubbles of explosions throughout his fucking body that augments his movements, that he could be like super fast, super strong.
Mm.
That is fucking sick.
he almost goes into his own. He literally looks like a little bit on that panel where he's like, "Tell me, Izuku, will I reach you someday?" He literally looks like that all for one like combo thing that they did in that fucking second movie.
Yes, Val, yes, you are now getting to my fucking theory. And that is, it's on the panel where it says Quirk Explosion, where they explain the cluster bomb, and you see it right there, where it looks just like that. I think that if Bakugo theory, Bakugo, as in Bakugo's back in time theory, is accurate, I know this is fucking tinfoil hat insane. I know, but I love to do it because it's fucking funny.
Mm.
But could the part of All for One that is fucking destroying Midoriya's body, when he blasts that and it blows up his fucking fingertips, is that actually quirk number 2? Is that what Bakugo's doing right now? Is that what's been happening to Midoriya since the beginning?
Ooh.
Because what about floating? Death Whip makes sense. But what about Danger Sense and basically Fajin and Death Whip? I can see why they can be so violent on the body when they're uncontrollable. But how does Float, Danger Sense, Smokescreen? I know I'm forgetting something, but I don't give a shit. What about that is so fucking taxing on the body? This is quirk number 2, and we're seeing it happen. We are now being explained the science of quirk number 2 on Midoriya's body. Either that, it's just a mirror. Like, it might just be metaphorical mirror to Midoriya's power, saying, well, this is what Deku went through, and now Bakugo's experiencing what Deku has gone through all this time. Like, on a narrative level, understood, on a basic level, that is absolutely happening.
I still just don't understand how we can, like, make this connection, or when.
It's Eri. It's all about Eri, baby. I don't know either.
Is she gonna pull a JoJo Part 4 on us? Is this gonna be...
It's already happened. The JoJo Part 4 shit has already happened. If Bakugo Theory refuses to be confirmed, it has happened.
It's just fucking insane.
Where he definitely intended this to happen and then backed out. We've already seen the backstepping. You could go back. I don't know if they've corrected it in the volumes, but if you go back to those original chapters when they first show the silhouettes of the former vestiges, that is Bakugo. He literally has Bakugo's fucking gauntlets. You cannot get away from that.
I see all of these, like, you know, things. I do, but I'm still
They've changed. Like, now in the recent chapters when they show number 2, his gauntlets look different. The face is definitely adjusted, but you know there was backpedaling.
I just need this stuff to be, like, somehow, like, explained. Like, what the fuck happened? What happened?
We need explanation for why can we not have Bakugo, or if Bakugo is actually going to happen, how the fuck does this happen?
Off the top of my head, Ivan. Off the top of my head.
And all my fellow Bakugo fanboys, we all keep pointing to Eri. Like, Eri has to have a point besides reverting Tenko back. Like you have just, like, accidentally confirmed.
I have this idea then. Okay, it sounds stupid. I doubt. So, somehow... This is, like, literally off the top of my head. It doesn't even make sense, even the more I unravel it. But, Shirakumo? Is that the Dark Cloud guy?
That's Dark Cloud,
yeah,
yes.
Dark Cloud guy. Eraserhead's old best friend. And Present Mike, because I'm never going to leave my boy Present Mike out of that shit. He, like, suffered equally. Him and Eri somehow fuse powers or something like that, because I felt like this entire time he has to have some kind of, like,
you keep confirming shit.
Somehow he's got to come into this. I don't know how. Quirk evolution. I don't fucking know.
Again, we're rushing through things because yes, I also agree that again, those are some of the things that got skipped because we're rushing to these set pieces where there should have been something more going on with Shirakumo besides him just spoiling where the villains were hiding. Like, you think there would be more going on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're theorizing that somehow there's a combo of these portals and going back in time thanks to Eri, but not so now how do we combine those quirks? Who has the quirk combining quirk? Is it Tamaki? Is he going to eat the Black Mist and then eat Eri?
It's ridiculous. I don't know.
Just takes a fucking heckin' big chunk of her horns, eats it.
We gotta talk about it,
He's like, I can fucking do this shit now.
Even more so, Ivan, like, because you're
portal gun to the past.
Your thing about Bakugo being, like, the second quirk, it's always in the back of my head somehow, and it was definitely there when, obviously, Bakugo does his final assault, Shigaraki tells him to fucking die, and then he sees the spirit version of One for All, of All Might, you know, as, like, All Might being like, oh, it never came up because I'm such an angry little twerp and I didn't ask, but I've always wanted you to sign this card. And then, like...
That is such a great moment.
It is, and then right there, you see, you don't realize what it is. At least I didn't at first. I missed it on my first read, and then I had to, like, go through it again when I was like, wait, no, what? Everyone, like, piling on Shigaraki, fucking... Number 4, best hero, best genist. That's it. He has gone through the ringer. He has been, like, holding this shit up so much.
That man has one lung, by the way.
Jeez, like, and it was such a good fucking farewell to a character, like, a dramatic one as well. Like, best genus is clearly fucking distraught. We get a cut to Bakugo's mom thinking about him, obviously. Why wouldn't
Yeah,
she?
this kid hates rain.
Yeah. And then we have a child, essentially, splayed out, just covered in blood, puking up
I know,
blood.
and that's the thing, though. Despite my harebrained theories about Bakugo, if he doesn't fucking die here, I mean, what fucking hope is for this fucking series to ever fucking matter? Because, and not because of his death, not because of the very nature of his death or his relationship with Midoriya, just that fucking scene you just mentioned, where he goes, "I've always been meaning for you to sign this." That is a fucking death send-off. That is a fucking full circle for the fucking character.
It's so fun. This ending for the character, not because I dislike him. I don't want him to die or anything like that.
I don't want him to die either, but I want him to die because I want something to fucking matter.
Precisely.
It's gonna be really fucking sad. I'm gonna be distraught about it, but I'm gonna be so thankful that this character had such an incredible arc that meant something here.
It did. No, it genuinely did. The fact that
there's a lot of meaning to that.
The fact that he's still in his head, even like calling like Midoriya Izuku and everything. It's good. I just fucking love this. This is perfect. Don't ruin this, please.
I know, and he's gonna ruin it, but how? Is now that's what we speculate now. Is it Bakugo 3 in action now?
Is it fucking
or is it
JoJo?
Nitro in his heart?
Is it JoJo?
Area verse, or
it's
is
JoJo Part 4. I'm telling you, it's
Revival?
JoJo Part 4. But he never comes back. Like he'll never do like that infinite loop or anything where he gets like.
They'll never do it. Like they'll always leave that hanging.
Yeah, something like that. Which it would be fine. I suppose if they did that, I'd be down for it. I just genuinely want things to matter in this. Don't be like Dragon Ball Z, where they invalidate anything important that could ever happen in the series ever.
And then keep doing it, and even retroactively doing it, because they can't fucking stop themselves. Because I'm sorry, Dragon Ball was always shit.
You know, I was looking at
it's good
I was
shit,
looking at GT,
but it's shit.
I was looking at GT the other day, and I was like, yeah, this was fine. This was a fine place. Everyone shits on GT. I kind of liked it as a kid because I didn't know what the fuck I was really like looking at.
I think GT's fucking stupid, but again, because Dragon Ball's fucking stupid, it was on the same wavelength as the old Dragon Ball.
But
stupidity.
as a kid, when I was watching that,
Yes,
and it
as
got
a
to
kid,
the very end,
and for some people, as 40-year-olds.
like, as a kid, when I was watching that, and I was re-watching the very ending of it, because I was like, how did that end? I remember him, like, being in his blue outfit, and it was just, let's hope, let's just pray the Earth never has to deal with this shit again, but we know if it does happen, someone will step out and fight it off, like, you know, and Goku just fucking flies off into the fucking sky, waving goodbye. He's got his fucking power pole and everything like that, like, the episode had, like, massive flashbacks from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z and everything. And I was like, yeah, it should have just stopped there. It was fine when they were doing, like, you know, Goku, what was it? Trunks and Goten fight Hitler for, like, an OVA or something.
It was bad, but Val, GT was still very bad, though. That's the reason why Super happened in the first place. That's not that Super happened in the first place, the fact that Super retconned GT away.
GT entirely, yeah.
It was bad, Val. GT was a lot of filler.
My Super 17! Super 17 was cool!
Cool on paper, again. Like, give me the drawing
Yeah.
of the character. Fuck yeah, it's cool. It's about as cool as fucking Super Saiyan fucking 8 white hair.
No,
fucking monkey
he's
combo.
cool.
Yes, Dragon Ball is very cool on paper, but
Yeah.
it's a fucking problem.
I don't even
That's
know
something
about
that is not designed to keep going. Because that is a series that is predicated upon power escalation. And now
Yeah.
we are dealing with infinity right now. And they still intend to keep going.
They
and
intend
no
to
one's
keep
interested.
going until Akira Toriyama will keep on doing it, will keep on writing things until Death Battle do another Goku versus Superman and Goku wins. He won't stop.
He won't stop until it happens. How fucking petty. You know what? And I'm all for I support that pettiness.
But
I too would keep writing a series to its death if my character didn't get to show off in the fan parody.
But anyway, My Hero Academia, this chapter was actually great, but it raised a lot of worries and concerns
These
for me.
chapters
it
are
is like,
fucking great. But
Yeah, they
again,
are.
that has been emblematic
as great
of
as
this
it's
entire
been,
arc.
we're just worried about the future.
That this entire arc has been, wow, this looks super cool. I'm kind of concerned about how this is going to have any meaning when it's over.
Yeah. Like, just let these characters kill Shigaraki or something, please. I know you're gonna, like,
Can
make
fucking
everything better.
Shigaraki and fucking All For One do the fucking fusion dance and just consolidate this shit?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
clearly that's what you want. And then Midoriya can fucking do it. I don't
He
know.
can kick him.
I'm just saying that I don't know how Midoriya's fight tops this.
Can you kick it? Yes, you can. Can I
Midoriya's
kick it?
fight sounds like a fucking downgrade after what we've just experienced here. I will always take teamwork over the fucking Messiah complex any fucking day.
No, yeah, agreed. Absolutely.
If you want a masterclass on how you make your solo matter, look at One Piece.
True.
Because Luffy is always like attributed as being like a fucking master tactician where even though he may be an idiot, he has a natural acumen for like corralling and hurting his
Beating the
friends
shit-
into the proper matchups.
Whoa. I thought... Okay, never mind. I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Never mind.
No. The fact that Luffy fights the big bad because I don't want my friends taking these particular hits.
I thought you were going to say Luffy is like particularly like his acumen is in causing pain and suffering to his enemies.
I mean that too for fucking fascists. Yes, that they deserve. No, that's completely accurate.
No, absolutely.
But no, exactly. Like Luffy has an acumen for causing pain and suffering for those who fucking deserve it, and for those who don't deserve it, of alleviating that.
Yeah.
When it's someone's turn to step in, they will step in. If you're watching the anime right now, Zoro is doing some work on Kaido. And I like that. I like that. Luffy's like, go ahead and get your shots in, but when it comes time for the last punch, you gotta go.
Are we moving
Like,
into...
I'm not gonna let my Bakugo die.
Here's the question.
Because I'm actually fucking competent.
Are we moving into One Piece now because we're talking about it, or are we doing
Yes,
Chainsaw
we are.
Man?
This is our very
Okay, we're saving...
awful segue to One Piece.
Wait. We should do Chainsaw Man first, Ivan. I know we just said we'd do One Piece.
I think Chainsaw Man's our fucking chaser.
Dude, we know what's gonna happen if we do One Piece. We're gonna go overboard. There's so much that's been going on.
Okay, fine, you convinced me.
We both know that. Know it to be true.
I was trying to go for a more natural flow of discussion, but fine.
Totally. But it's
Chainsaw Man now.
Yeah.
It's the big three. It's our big three podcast.
We're on 100, I think? Or 99?
We are on chapters 99, 100, and 101.
Yeah.
Pre-1 week hiatus, which will be unbearable.
Agreed. Like, this has been really interesting, but I'm really, like, just trying to predict what the fuck is going to happen here, honestly.
Oh, I've got it pegged. I fucking love this. Denji is definitely our fucking end goal. He's the antagonist. We said this in the last podcast we talked about it. Chainsaw Man is now the name of the antagonist.
Yeah, I guess so, but it's like...
We are working our way to fighting Chainsaw Man. And the comments are fucking delusional. They're more delusional than Zoro fans right now. And it's fucking hilarious.
No, it's the fact that, like, some of the characters...
Jump Plus.
It's, like, fucking me up. Because, like, in one of the most recent chapters, this friend of, Asa's, she's all like, oh, we're like main characters and everything. I'm like, oh, don't.
We're like main protagonists in a manga series. I'm like, yeah, bitch, you sure are. Fuck yeah, yes you are.
Absolutely, you're
and
not going to get
Denji this
brutally
time. Yes.
murdered.
Oh, she's absolutely going to fucking die. But what I like that I think, whereas we talked about how the opening chapter felt like an homage to Joker, whereas these chapters now the setup between Asa and what does she decide to call war? She gives it a name. Finally.
That's in the most recent one. It's like
One sec. It's Yoru. It's Yoru.
Yoru. What does Yoru
So Asa
mean?
and Yoru are basically Venom.
Yeah.
They're Eddie and Venom, and so wow, my mind just completely blanked on the fucking illusion I was making. Oh yes. So the relationship between Asa and her new friend here is clearly a reference to Spongebob Squarepants episode Dying for Pie. Where someone is clearly going to fucking die at the end. We're setting up someone's death. Comically, hilariously, dramatic irony, because I don't think she actually dies. But I think that we're definitely playing with the idea because we know how much Fujimoto likes to kill people. I like the fact that Yoru is saying that we must turn this woman into a weapon. The more guilty you feel, the more attached you get to this girl, the more powerful a weapon she will become. Dumb Horikoshi logic, I fucking love it. And now that is our grip, that is our hook, that is the little panging of our heart now. It's like the more attached they get, the more distance we also get between them.
It's the weird soft magic system.
The closer they get, the closer we get to her fucking dying.
It's weird, Chainsawman, because there's... You called, like, JoJo a soft magic system the other week when we were doing that fucking Digimon Strive stream.
Yeah, we did a Digimon
So,
Strive.
did I say Strive?
Digimon Survive.
I'd play the shit out of a
combine with
Digimon
Guilty
fighting
Gear.
game like Guilty Gear.
Yeah, you,
Digimon
me, and
Survive.
Jax. So we keep talking about how we were having a podcast with Jax. If y'all need to follow beautiful Valentine YouTube channel, because he does streams now, where me and Jax will show up, and that's where we have those podcasts finally.
It was fucking fun.
That was fucking awesome.
I'm somewhat... The game's open up more. I'm a bit disappointed with it still, though, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah,
but,
that's not this podcast, but I warned you it was a fucking light
Chainsaw
novel.
Man has like a soft magic
Visual
system
novel.
where obviously there's the main system of if a devil is more feared, then it's more powerful, but then each devil seems to have like its own little
their own
rules
like
and
unique
stuff.
rules underneath. Yes, there's an overarching hard magic system, and then individual devils have a soft, internalized.
It's like who knows how the fucking
to
darkness
Fujimoto's
devil
convenience.
works. Who knows how the darkness devil works, because that just seems to be like, primal, so it can do
I
whatever
think
the
that's
hell
just
it
operating on
wants.
hard rules. He doesn't need the loopholes. Whereas War clearly wants to operate on soft loophole rules, where it's so the more attached you get to a person, the more powerful weapon they become. Again, this could be a play on martyrdom. This could be
That makes me wonder a lot about the teacher and stuff then. Or
the fact that
the teacher
she
was
did have an
attracted
attachment
to
to that
her?
teacher. That was her homeroom teacher. They have a relationship.
True. Oh,
It's
yeah.
more,
So,
it's
yeah.
more than a stranger. A
So it's a
fucking
possessive.
stranger is going to be a fucking pushpin. Your homeroom teacher, who you've had for the better part of a year, becomes a sword.
And
So-
who also has like a fucking crush on you, and you've just been informed of this and everything.
Yeah, and so who's next? So now a deep friendship. Of course Yoru wants that. Oh my gosh, a deep friendship? You know how powerful a weapon that can be?
Yeah, no, it's actually a really cool idea.
It's a good
I
system.
like it a lot.
This system has been demonstrated already. This is
But
fucking great.
I feel like Asa is going to try and take advantage of some of these things that Yoru is telling her. Like she expresses in the latest chapter that, it seems I can't control you when you're absolutely fucking terrified.
Yeah, when you're afraid.
Which is a
Well, that's
state
my
of mind that
that's
you're
my
usually
secret,
in.
Yoru. I'm always a fucking coward. I'm always afraid.
So
Yes,
Asa,
again,
Asa will
we're
be
establishing rules here.
Asa will be fine. Also, how do you feel about, hey boy, how big that dick? Tiny, thank you. I'm good.
Who was that, Yoshida?
Yeah, the guy that she's having
I
a
like how
crush
you
on.
just referenced the fucking meme and not the
Yeah.
actual thing that happened.
it
So
was better.
Yoshida's a guy who I kind of
That's
blinked
how
and
I
missed.
found out the chapter was out. I've only just found out they come out on Wednesdays, not Thursdays.
What does?
Chainsaw Man.
When Chainsaw Man comes out on Tuesdays.
It comes out on fucking what the fuck?
On Jump Plus. Tuesdays on Jump Plus, bitch.
God damn, I've just been using Viz like a fucking...
You've been using Viz like a chump. Everyone reads Manga Plus or Jump Plus now.
Oh, God.
The Jump magazine is dead. We're all reading digitally now, baby. All
Yeah.
the good shit is coming to Jump Plus. It's the fucking future.
True.
Kaiju number 8 now has an anime confirmed.
Kaiju
It's
number
all
8
over
is just
now.
okay. It's just okay.
It is just okay, but it was outselling everyone before Jump
I
Plus
know.
was even like a thing.
True. I like this section of Chainsaw Man, though. Asa is, getting into school and everything. We're seeing the, the students fill her locker with chicken fillets
Yeah.
on her shoes.
And then her friend again just takes one chapter to establish. The comments are so fucking angry. I'm just like, bro, our man just loves to write one shots. Let him be.
Yeah.
Where it's just two friends and she gives her half her shoe and they walk with half a shoe. And that's how you establish a friendship. Okay, let's go back to My Hero Academia. You are my friend. I'm sorry, that was Naruto. Okay? This ain't fucking Naruto.
I will
Okay?
say this.
This is not
by the way.
Jujutsu Kaisen. This is Chainsaw
you are my friend.
Man.
Oh,
We're gonna
I
do
thought
things
you
a
asked
little
about
subtextually here. We're gonna do some visual storytelling here, and we're just gonna live in the fucking moment for a while before things fucking pop off. Fucking comments right now are like, oh my god, Denji's gonna show up next chapter and fight this fucking Bat Devil. It's gonna be fucking sick. I'm like, bitch, it's gonna be at least 50 chapters.
Are you seeing the level of
Sit the fuck down.
Makima energy that Yoru is displaying in these chapters?
Well, it's our new Makima.
Yeah, well, it's like, it's weird. Like, I'm almost like, it's like a lesser Makima.
Yes, of course, because Makima's like the tip. I mean, that's like saying Overhaul was a lesser all for one after the Kamino fight in My Hero.
I mean, no, I mean, like,
but I don't think like Makima Light, I guess. But I just keep going back to the Venom relationship. Like, this is very different from Makima's relationship. Makima's just a manipulative bitch. This is a fucking symbiont. This is a step further from Makima in many ways, where it's like, it's one thing just to have a separate entity controlling your life. What if that thing is you? What if this thing is literally your fucking ego?
Oh. I mean,
it is the deeper part. Like you can make arguments that war is just a part of Asa's ego. This is the part of her that is fucking petty and says, "Man, I wish I could have lived selfishly more." This is the selfish part of her now, personified. That's good fucking storytelling, everyone.
How do you think this Yoshida guy is gonna like work into this? By the way,
again, because before we started making jokes, I blinked and missed Yoshida in the fucking first part of Chainsawman. I know people love him. I'm just like, he wasn't there long enough for me. I get clearly
he was the octopus guy, wasn't he?
What's that?
He's the octopus guy, isn't he?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, yeah, and I'm like, so he's gonna be our tether to the Demon Slayer Corps, or I'm sorry, the Devil Hunters. Because not everything's completely wholly innovative. There's still some adaptiveness here.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at it. I want to assume, I'm looking at the locker scene again. Are they slugs? Is it supposed to be covered in slugs?
What chapter? This is a chapter 100?
Yeah.
Let me look. It's definitely chicken fillets, but let me check.
I think it's chicken fillets. Like, it makes sense for the, the grievous crime of killing, like, Bucky. Clucky.
Yeah, no, she confirms that's raw meat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she does right there. Absolutely.
Yeah. See, now we're trying to get a little too visual. We're ignoring the dialogue now because we're such fucking pompous assholes. We don't read the dialogue. If the story's got any merit, it can be communicated wholly visually.
I like after that, like, raw meat, though, bit where Asa just looks so fucking tired progressively in each page, especially at the top left after the
She's practically the new fucking Kobeni, which will never happen. Yeah, people are complaining that where's Denji. I'm just looking for Kobeni, man.
Nah, here's the thing. The Chainsawman people, like, they just hold on to means they'll find a way. They'll make it happen.
Where's Kobeni's car?
I like Kobeni.
I've been so patient.
Kobeni, like, my love for Kobeni was killed because of, like, the oversaturation, in my opinion, of that fucking dance. Like, everywhere. People just
that was fucking funny.
Of it.
Did you see you know that meme going around about the little baby breakdancing on the floor?
Yes.
My favorite one is Kobeni breakdancing as a little baby in front of Chainsawman. That shit's fucking hilarious.
No, that's funny. I just mean, like, it's the fact that when Chainsawman ended, it's like a year later, suddenly all the memes come out, or like half a year later. I've like been reading this shit, so I'm like I've already seen it. I've already been at my peak of excitement. It's the same thing with JoJo. I was a total fucking, obsessive with JoJo when I first got into it in 2013. That, like, slowly, like, took an arc and then spiked down, like, to now, where I almost don't even give a shit. I could talk your ear off about it, but I don't give a shit anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. It's oversaturation. You're basically, you hate Frozen.
Yeah,
you hate Frozen, even though you should really be hating Frozen 2.
I didn't even watch Frozen 2. I actually like Frozen as well. I got a friend who,
I adore Frozen.
Christmas.
I just like you can't mistake quality for the oversaturation. And that's what I mean to you, Val. Kobeni's awesome. You're just fucking sick and tired of seeing her.
True, but
she's a quality character. I love it. She's probably one of the greatest Chew Toy characters I've ever fucking seen.
But I agree with that. It's actually fun, like, watching her suffer and then somehow, like, bounce back in, like, the lead. Wait, no, Buggy the Clown, but, like, we're not going to talk about
Buggy
One Piece
the Clown. Yet. I mean, we can now if you want.
No, we got 101.
Any final thoughts on these chapters of Chainsaw Man? Because
do you think the bat is just a reincarnation of the previous bat that we have seen?
Or it's just a bat. Like, it doesn't have to be the Bat Demon. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I mean, they call it the Bat Devil. It's like, it's probably been long enough that the Bat Devil could make a comeback. Who fucking knows? The only difference is that he's gross now. He's like really gross now. I think that fucking guy who was talking on the microphone is a fucking devil or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess there wasn't that much in this chapter except for what you already talked about with
Well, yeah, listen,
the
really,
guilt.
you are correct, Val. There isn't really much happening. This is all character study right now. That's all this is, and great. That's what we need right now. Okay, Horikoshi's rushing to his set pieces. Fujimoto has all the time in the world, baby.
Yeah, I fucking love it.
He
It's a
confirmed in the
weird
final
thing.
one-shot before this. He said, Chainsawman Part 2 is gonna suck. You're gonna fucking hate it. You're right, Fujimoto. I fucking hate this. Please, keep making me hate this. Oh my gosh. I hate it so much. Put it in my fucking ass, girl. Come on.
Okay, I'm actually looking in the comments because I'm like, no one's saying anything particularly like shocking or whatever.
No, it's just people asking where Denji is
But
because they hate it. Because he warned them. He warned them that they're not going to get what they fucking want. And that's why I love it. He's not giving the fucking weebs what they want. We're getting something fucking good.
Fairness.
Finally, some good fucking food.
In all fairness, though, Fujimoto has been gone for like a year. He's been doing his like his one shots, and that's been great. We've all been like, fucking loving those. But like, of course he has all the time in the world because Chainsaw Man is like a brand new breakout hit. I certainly did not expect Chainsaw Man to become like actually the new GOAT to everyone else when I was fucking reading in 2019.
No, I didn't expect it either. I'm like, this is way too introspective to be popular. What the fuck?
Yeah,
This is way too low key. Chainsaw Man is actually pretty low key.
Oh, yeah, no.
And that is very much demonstrated in part 2 right now. This is actually a fairly low key story, a very mature story. And go figure, but that's the reason why. They've hit a demographic that they don't have. Actual fucking adults. Chainsaw Man has an actual adult fucking audience.
If ever you stutter on like saying Chainsaw Man, I always think you're gonna break into that fucking like that operatic like Chainsaw Man. Yeah. But not really much happened in this chapter. I'm looking forward to seeing how this occurs. Is Denji gonna make an appearance? Is War gonna do something about it? Is that fucking octopus guy gonna help them out because they're his quote unquote devil hunting teammates?
I feel like this is set up for Yoshida. People are like, Denji's coming back. I'm like, no, I do see set up for Yoshida now. Like this is gonna be our trio.
Honestly, I'm actually just loving the fact that Denji isn't here yet. I really thought we were just gonna go into like, I don't know. I thought Chainsaw Man Part 2 was gonna end up feeling very, do you remember the Bomb Woman arc?
The Bomb Woman
where he was
arc?
like, the Bomb Woman arc, where he met the woman who turned out to be like the bomb demon.
Yeah, the Bomb Devil, yes.
The Bomb Devil. Yeah, really great stuff. I thought it was gonna be a lot more of that stuff, to be honest. With him,
what
like,
do you mean,
probably
Denji just living his life, ideally?
Falling in love with girls and stuff like that, and like,
yeah, but
him just going
actually
through, like
making connections and stuff. I know what you mean, Val, but is that a story? That could be a chapter.
Absolutely.
But is that an ongoing series?
But I mean, yeah, it could be, but that's what I was worried about.
I feel like that I feel like that is a one-way ticket to stagnation. The moment Denji shows up, either the story's in its climax or the series stagnates. Denji has developed already. He is self-actualized. He's good.
He's a father.
He's good now.
Yeah.
If there's anything new that you did mention, though, he is technically a father now. So I guess like he could balance life raising a kid in very like exceptional circumstances. Oh wait, that's Spike's family. I'm sorry, this isn't fucking adaptive storytelling. This is
no, it's fucking Beelzebub, Ivan, is what it is. He takes fucking baby control devil to school with him.
Right. But yeah, I'm sorry, but this is hard. After 3 chapters, it's clearly confirmed that this is Asa's journey. We have a big 3 in this glasses girl, Yoshida, Asa, and this is how we're doing things. And I'm all for it. I think this is cool.
No,
I think if you have Denji,
I'm really liking this.
you don't have nearly as much material with Denji as you would with a brand new character whose end goal is Denji. You feel the same further than you do because if you're fucking anxious about seeing Denji again, well, you have a point of empathy with this protagonist. If empathizing with a woman was difficult for you, which I know can be for half of the manga readers.
Me?
Not you. The person writing that hate comment right now, who just got stopped in their fucking tracks. And if I say anything, I'm going to confirm it.
I have something.
Now's the time to turn my life around.
I was curious what you would think about this. So I see a lot of people always say that Denji is a really relatable protagonist.
He is very relatable. Because his goal is, even though it's a subtextual goal, and he has to learn over time, it's to make a human connection.
That is all fine.
Primal, like a primal
But
fear.
I always think about the fact that the only people that could probably fucking really relate to Denji are people who are suffering in third world countries, or the people that suffer here in a first world country.
On the overtext.
In the worst circumstances.
On a superficial level, yes. But that's not the story that Chainsaw Man is. It's about having
valuing
goals, respecting people's goals, and making human connections that aren't about those goals. That you just connect with a person just by the sheer virtue of their existence. That you love and care for someone. Superficially, yes, someone in fucking war-torn fucking Britain in the 1940s, in the midst of the Blitzkrieg, yes, probably has more to identify with superficial Denji than modern shonen readers. I agree.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But this is a story. We operate on metaphor and subtext, so there's more going on.
I just see that all the time, and I'm almost like, no.
That's what I mean, and that's what we mean by we can identify with Denji. But most people at the superficial level don't see that. They identify with his desire to touch boobs and have a kiss.
Pretty much.
Which is still superficial.
It's the whole, me, for real, me.
That's what he wants, not what he needs. And that's also what you want and what you don't need. Superficial.
Shut up. Don't
readers.
out me like that. Don't out me like that. What? Oh yeah, them. Them again. Yeah, not
them.
me.
I'm not talking about Val. Who,
no. What? But, Chainsaw Man is just Chainsaw Man's the dope. It's just dope shit right now. I'm loving Asa and this new fucking story. It just feels refreshing. I'm glad it hasn't gone back to Denji.
Because it would just be more the same. I mean, and more the same for Fuji would still be good, but we're talking about good versus great. We've had this discussion many times before, and right now Fujimoto has chosen the greater option.
If anything, it feels like it could go to... So, you read a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen, right? You know that fucking Uta character?
Describe him to me.
He's the one that's the MVP. He's the protagonist of Jujutsu Kaisen 0.
Okay, yes. So I don't know him very well. So I stopped as he was being introduced into the mainline story. Well, I still have not watched the 0 movie, which I really do want to do.
Uta is a character that has basically been through, for the most part, his arc. He's achieved what he needed to.
Oh yeah, so you're saying that that's what they're gonna pull with Chainsaw Man is
that's what they might pull with Denji.
Act 3, Denji just shows up. Fuck yeah, that's the way it should be.
Yeah, I'd be very cool with that. If Denji is a supporting character in some way that has obviously found what he really needed to or something, or maybe he's still looking really because he's just living his life right now. That's all he fucking wanted.
I'm sure he's not, and I'm sure he's not 100% fully actualized. But he's definitely got a lot accomplished.
Precisely.
In terms of a narrative.
But, shall we talk about One Piece?
It's time for One Piece, because we're already hit up on our limits.
4 emperors, everyone. The MVPs, the new ones. We got Monkey D. Luffy, Blackbeard, Shanks, and fucking Buggy!
Buggy D. Clown, the
Buggy D.
emperor.
fucking Clown. I'm so happy, actually. And as the latest chapter actually confirmed my suspicion, is exactly what it was and how Buggy has become one of the 4 emperors.
Yep, as he should be.
Yeah.
And if we want to talk about the most up-to-date chapter, so as the time of recording, we have just read 1056. 1056. So Buggy has established a bounty system against the Marine Admirals.
Which is fucking cool.
Which is fucking Buggy going, reverse card, motherfuckers. And now you understand why Buggy is an emperor. Because he's only the one to have the fucking balls, to have the Buggy balls, to put a fucking hit out on fucking admirals.
The question is as well, where the fuck is he getting this money? Did he find one of his great treasures that he's fucking looking for or something?
Did he find the One Piece, or is he full of shit?
That's actually the question. So for example, the map, the treasure that he wanted at the very beginning of the series, which is actually, I don't know if you know this. Do you remember the guy? You should be around there. In fact, you recently watched it. Thriller Bark. Do you remember the guy who was like the zombie that was drinking in Thriller Bark? Like a lot. He had like long. I don't blame you if you don't. So there's a character in Thriller Bark. He's a zombie. His name is Captain John. And he was actually on, this is like one of the side characters that didn't really matter, they only like talk about him in passing. He was also on the crew with not Blackbeard,
Roger?
Yeah, with, not Roger, Whitebeard, Kaido, Big Mom, and Zebek.
Okay.
Yeah, Rox D. Zebek. And he is like one
the
of the...
Rock Pirates.
Yeah, and his treasure is actually the one, apparently, that Buggy had the map for when he ate the devil fruit. And it's another one of, like, the great fucking treasures in the world. But, like, that's just, like, a side thing I wanted to bring up. Because I didn't know if you knew it, that character is, like, on Thriller Bark, or was on Thriller Bark as a fucking zombie. That's what I'm wondering, though. Where the fuck is Buggy getting this capital to pay for admirals or marine higher-ups to have fucking bounties on them? And are we going to end up meeting, like, a bounty character? Which, as you know, Ivan, in One Piece has never done a character that actually, like, does bounties properly. Except for Zoro.
I'm just like, you've buried the fucking lead. He has teamed up with fucking Crocodile and Mihawk. Oda said, put all the best characters on one ship. That is a dream. That is the fucking dream squad.
I was saying for ages that Mihawk has probably joined up with Buggy.
The only man who can defeat him. The one man that Mihawk cannot defeat, Buggy D. Cloud.
Yeah, because honestly, I could very easily see Mihawk on his fucking, I'm not going to call it a dinghy, his like fancy little boat, being like, man, these waters are way too rough. Oh, what's this? Oh, a big old ship for me to like just sit on? Whatever. Oh no, it's this guy that I can't actually kill.
Did you see the other meme of fucking Buggy on Whitebeard's head saying, join me, son, to Mihawk? Become my son. Join my crew. Buggy has legitimately replaced Whitebeard.
Buggy is going to go. We always knew it. Really, he's going to go down in history. I've met people that get annoyed with Buggy failing up when it's like,
bro,
really?
That's hilarious.
You didn't understand
people
the
who
fucking
are mad at Buggy feeling upward probably love Midoriya like religiously. They probably pray to Midoriya like he's a fucking saint. For succeeding upwards on the virtue of other people's gifts and things he steals from them.
I'll say this, talking about like 1054 currently, I really like the new Green Bull Admiral. I like him a lot. I'm kind of sad that he was deflected, but you know what?
He got fucking janked. Like, you know, you're correct. He's fucking cool, but it's also fucking hilarious that he got fucking outed, bro.
Yeah.
He got his ass whooped, and he's like, you think they're gonna fucking stop me? And then he feels Shanks' aura, his fucking conquers hockey.
Okay.
And he goes, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Get out of my way.
Is that Buggy D Clown? No, it's Shanks, the other one I'm afraid of.
Also, like, speaking of Shanks, like, Shanks, I'm not worried about Shanks. I know other people, because there's been loads of people like, Shanks is evil? Possibly? It's like, no, he's not going to be fucking evil. If Shanks is fucking evil, that, like, actually ruins everything.
Evil single Shanks in your area?
Yeah, and it's like, I love the little flashbacks to him thinking about the day that they stole the devil fruit, Who's Who being there, because I actually like Who's Who. He's probably my favorite Toby Roppo out of all of them. And then obviously thinking back to Luffy and shit, and he's fucking delighted. Like,
yeah,
just
well again,
he's
not a villain. Like, you could say that, but you're like, Shanks is evil? No, he's an antagonist. He's complicated. That's such a baby way of thinking of things. Like, he can like, Luffy has already acknowledged the fact that he knows he's gonna have to butt heads with Shanks. That's fine. We can respect. These are adults. As silly and stupid as One Piece is, it's a very adult story. Surprisingly, the fact that you can definitely butt heads with someone, but also be very delighted to see them.
I love the bit as well where he just like calls to his like right hand man Ben Beckman, and he's like, "Hey Beckman, isn't it time we go claim it?" And he just looks at him, and is like, "The One Piece," and his like
And then
everything
the fucking
goes
CSI
dark.
Miami theme starts, yeah.
Precisely. And we finally, okay, this is my favorite thing in 1054, and in my opinion, the most important thing. And I like My Hero Academia. I want this to be a real thing, and I want it to, like, have meaning. Sabo, Flame Emperor Sabo, his new title, assassinates King Cobra of the Alabaster Kingdom. I want this to be real. Really fucking
that he
badly.
actually did that?
I want it to be real that he did that, because the Revolutionary Army is like, we don't really know that much about them. They haven't actually done much.
Yeah, that's the
except for
thing.
Revelry.
We really don't know what we've always made the assumption that they're anti-Navy, and clearly they are. But like, that might be like, fuck you pirates. I don't care if the Straw Hats have a relationship with Vivi's family. Like, they might be just completely anti-fucking, the king's gotta go too.
Yeah, that's exactly
And
it.
to have those complex relationships, those conflicts of interest, I agree, that's pretty fucking sick. To me, it seems like a clear setup, but I definitely like your alternative.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm worried about. I want there to be, because we know that King Cobra is a cool dude, and Vivi's cool and everything. Alabaster's like, actually the coolest fucking kingdom. But then it's like, Sabo's obviously Luffy's brother, and he's doing his thing and trying to, like, bring down the world government and whoever the fuck he deems as, like, being on their side. So, like you said, conflict of interest, and that's gonna be so fucking hard on Luffy, because you got Vivi, who is genuinely, Vivi is Nakama. Absolutely.
Vivi is the missing 10th member of the Straw. I'm sorry, Jinbei, but Vivi was there first.
You mean
and no, that's what I'm excited about, because now she's missing in action right now. Are we setting her up to finally join the Straw Hats? Because Yamato has joined the Straw Hats.
I'll be honest. Wait, we still don't. I think something's gonna fucking happen.
You think something's gonna interrupt him?
They have been pushing a lot.
Because every time they ask, every now they start asking for the Straw Hats, Yamato's name gets fucking mentioned as well. But no, but I agree that could happen. But I'm just saying that if we have thrown that line that Oda made fucking like 25 fucking years ago, that was already retconned ages ago, where Luffy says, "Oh, I need 10 specific people. I need literally 10, and 25 years from now, I will say 10 only. And if a man named Yamato tries to get my ship, I will fucking kill them. I can only have 10. I can only count that high." I remember that moment in the manga as well. No, the fact that we're being more lenient now to who joins the crew, I hope we're getting Yamato and Vivi. I hope Vivi finally joins the crew. She fucking deserves it. I fucking love Vivi. We need a diplomat on the ship.
Oh yeah, diplomat. That'd be Vivi. But that's my point. What does Yamato bring besides being more muscle? I know people have said like Chronicler and stuff like that.
I mean, that's what we said about Jinbei.
Yeah.
And we finally reasoned. Well, he can man the helm. He can bring out the most in the
Going Merry.
In the Going Merry, because he can steer it just a little bit harder than Frankie and them can.
Yeah, well, it's because he can literally control the fucking water.
No, but I think we've passed the point where we have concrete roles on the ship. Jinbei was the last of that literal 10.
And then
Now we're adding people just to buffer the main core team. Because we are about to enter a fucking war. We are about to go head on with the fucking admirals and maybe even the Revolutionary Army too. We don't know. This is a very exciting time for One Piece. These chapters have been so fucking exciting. This is awesome.
A bit that I didn't like in the most recent one actually is when they were like guessing on which way they were gonna go between Captain Kidd,
Kid, yeah, and they're like, okay, and then they all like draw straws. Okay, I'm going this way.
And I'm getting annoyed because like, no, Luffy. I hate to tell you where you've got to go, but the next stop is fucking
Elbaf.
Elbaf. It's Elbaf. It's always been Elbaf.
It's gonna be Elbaf, yes, because
it's gotta be
so
Elbaf.
Oda, between these episodes we just did, he proclaimed again. Mangaka never get their times right. This is bullshit. He says One Piece will end in 3 years. Shut the fuck up. It's not. But
I hope
if we only have 3 years,
feels like we need more.
We're going to fucking Elbaf.
Right? Elbaf is like the most important.
We have to. We've been waiting on Elbaf since fucking the island. What's it called? Where they met the giants?
Oh, fucking Little Garden.
Little Garden.
Yeah, we
We've
absolutely
known about Elbaf
have to
since
go there.
Little Garden.
But that's literally why it annoyed me.
That's
because
not
Luffy's
going
like,
away.
Luffy's like guessing, oh, we're going to go in the middle? Like, no, Luffy, you should be saying, which one goes to Elbaf? Which one goes to Elbaf?
But that would be Usopp, which Usopp claims it doesn't matter which way you go, they're all equally fucking dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Which I would say to you, it doesn't matter what Luffy guesses. We know we're going to Elbaf. Luffy doesn't care. Elbaf was never Luffy's goal. That was Usopp's goal.
True. But Luffy would love Elbaf. He'd absolutely love Elbaf.
Yes, and we'll get there. We will get there.
We need to.
And we talked about this in a previous episode where now we now have Emperor Luffy who's going to cause some conflict by arriving on Elbaf. That is going to be a declaration of war.
True.
It doesn't matter what relationship you've had with other giants beforehand. They're all out and about, so unless they're there to fucking welcome you, you are now stranger Straw Hats, Emperors of the Sea, now beelining straight to Elbaf. There's gonna be some conflict there that's gonna be very
People are gonna be
fascinating.
shitting their pants.
There's gonna be a fucking fight, and it's gonna be awesome.
Like you said ages ago, Ivan. Oh, you who has a proclivity for beating the shit out of things bigger than you?
Yes.
Get the fuck off our island.
That reputation is now,
piece of shit.
if it wasn't there before, because people keep underestimating Luffy, but now he is an emperor. This isn't about bounties anymore and speculating, well, why is someone's bounty higher than the other? This man is now proclaimed an emperor. That's going to make... That's the last piece of value that system has. They've gotten rid of the warlords, but they've kept the emperors to say, hey, world, watch out for this fucker. You see this fucker, you fucking tell us, and you already start firing on sight.
True. Also, part of the fight that actually annoyed me. Raizo getting hit with Ryo Gyukyu's
and they all got slurped up, and now they're just skinny. It's just a
getting
joke.
Slurped up. Yeah, no, I know, and
people don't. I told this to Steena when we were watching One Piece. I said, no one's dead in One. People die in One Piece, but they don't really die. They die in the same way you and your friends play cops and robbers.
Yeah, they're just
no
out
one
of the game,
dies
and it's
until
like, no!
they die.
It's upsetting me though, because I really took that last chapter before the hiatus.
Like you thought Queen actually fucking died.
Of him crashing into Wano and just going through the remnants of the Beastman pirates, taking out the Tobi Roppo, the very top queen, king, and everything like that. I was like, oh my god, this man's just walked on the island and he's already got a fucking body count. Holy shit. And then it's but again,
the
times they are changing, and I was like, yes.
That is still a body count, because remember in fucking Enies Lobby, when Luffy has killed 5,000 Navy soldiers. No, he didn't. Luffy
He's not
did
Midoriya
not.
in the movie canon.
This is a jump manga. No, he did not.
I have a question. Did Midoriya kill Flex Turn in that movie?
No, you see them carting him away.
Oh, fair enough. Are there any more points in that film where you felt like he totally murdered people?
In that film, it's more generalized. The Artemis girl, I think that's her name. The bow and arrow girl, she straight up jumps out of a helicopter and fucking dies.
I know there was a point where you were like, this movie is intense. They drop fucking napalm on a bunch of people at the start.
Yes. Oh my. So Midori doesn't kill people in World Heroes Mission, but the terrorists do. They straight up kill an entire city worth of people.
Jeez, and that's why somehow it comes back to Midori, and it's like Midoriya did all this, and it's like, well, no, he didn't. That's why he's on the run, and we have a fucking What? How did you refer to a road trip movie?
It's a road trip movie.
Yeah. Which, like I said, My Hero Academia road trip movie, great potential if you actually brought the boys along.
Yeah, that would have been better if there was more. But give Rhodey credit. Rhodey was a very well-written character. The fact that they weren't there, the fact that they
he's
didn't
still
replace him
hitting
with
the
some
fucking manga popularity poll.
He's doing better than most characters, because go fucking figure, someone actually wrote him. That's what happens when you write your fucking characters, and they're not just really nice designs.
Do you think we're gonna see Pluton? Probably not, actually. No, because they're already
not until the end.
Of leaving.
Someone's gonna ride into Pluton into the final battle, but until
then...
yeah,
because secondary guy who kind of crazy, thinking that in 2010 or something, whenever the time skip occurred, what's his name? The swamp guy. He has also been failing upwards. Caribou.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the swamp guy, because he's been there since Mermaid Island, or even not Marijois. Where's the place with the bubbles?
Shabody.
Shabody Archipelago. Yeah, he has been there since Shabody Archipelago after the time skip, and the man has like gotten all the way here. This is like a new kind of Buggy the Clown, and now he's like talking. It's possibly Buggy. Buggy might get his hands on Pluton.
You know what? I like that. I like that outcome. But there's something that must happen in order to get their hands on Pluton, and that's important in these chapters. And that's, if you want Pluton, you have to open up Wano's borders.
Buggy is the man who opens up Wano.
Right? Just like Odin intended.
Absolutely.
I saw a meme that I thought was fucking funny. What's the giant elephant's name? Zenosha?
Zunisha.
That Zunisha's gonna walk over that wall and drink up all the water in Wano.
I literally had that thought myself.
And so then we'll see old Wano underneath, and then that's where we'll find Pluton. Though some people have theories that Momonosuke is Pluton, in the same way that Poseidon is also just a person.
Oh, that's a thought. I don't know if I quite like, because no, Frankie literally has the blueprints at one point.
Exactly, and that's why that gets kiboshed. Is like it's a literal fucking mechanism. And in this recent chapter, 1056, Frankie asks, "Hey, Luffy, do you want Pluton?" Luffy's like, "What's that gay shit? Sounds gay. I hate it."
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, you're right. That's why I burnt it."
He goes, "Yeah, that's right. That's why I burned that shit. That sounds fucking stupid." And then Buggy in the background's like, "Oh yes, that sounds fucking stupid. I must have it."
Of course he must. And then he puts his face on it. He puts this Jolly Roger, and he's like, "Oh, this is the greatest Buggy Ball.
Pluton is literally a giant
greatest Buggy Ball.
It's a giant Buggy Ball.
Yeah, and then
makes sense.
he's
you know why? It's all been leading up to that.
Yeah, but he's aiming higher than the moon or some shit, whatever that meme is.
Enel's there.
I have to. Oh god, yeah. I still think Eneru has probably not. I'm probably an idiot, but I've always been like Eneru could come back because Luffy never really shattered Eneru's dream.
No, he fucking rode off into the fucking moonset, dude.
Yeah, Eneru literally
he was like, "I'll get Gadget next time, Gadget."
No, he literally said, "Nah, fuck that. I'm not going back in there." He put the kibosh on me. I'm just gonna go to my endless verth and chill. That's what he fucking said, basically.
He said Ascension's too good for you fuckers. I'm out.
Yeah, so Eneru is a character that I'm like, I genuinely hope he somehow makes a comeback because that, like...
Oh, absolutely. We'll see him in the war arc. We'll see him in the final war.
I mean, I don't know if you know about this. In the manga, he meets aliens on the moon.
Yes,
like, straight up.
We've discussed this, yes.
Yeah.
So in the final battle, when they're fighting the world government, or he'll be on the world government side, but he'll have his big arc with his little alien friends on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's gonna be fucking sick. I genuinely want that so bad. Also, who do you think that Kid is talking about Shanks when he talks about because Kid has a bit of like a vendetta against Shanks, and he said you want to go after the man marked by flames.
Fight with fucking Shanks.
Or is he thinking about Sabo, the man marked by flames?
Oh yeah, the man marked by flames. I mean, it could be one or the other. They both have scars.
Yeah, no, it makes sense for it to be Sabo because his scar literally looks like, you know, it's a burn. It's literally a burn. He's got like the fire fruit now and everything.
Who knows? You're discussing a fan translation, so we better be careful with that terminology.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We've been bitched at before about like, you know, taking
understandably,
fan translations.
justifiably.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But sometimes they're all we've got to work with.
I mean, if we want to be topical, even though this episode's gonna be coming out like a week after.
True.
That happens, but that's what happens when we have hiatuses and stuff. We record things off time, and then things get weird.
Here's my thing though. So Yamato. So right at the end here, it's basically confirmed, and I'm like, just say it already, because it just keeps on feeling like something is going to happen. Like, and that's what I mean. I would love it if they just said, yes, Yamato, you're part of the crew. But every time it's come up, it's been interrupted. It's just switched to a new thing. Jinbei has, like, dismissed it because it's like, oh, well, you know, wait till Luffy's up and everything like that. I'm just thinking something's gonna happen here. And then there's the whole thing about, like, Momo feeling like we've got to be strong because then if you're looking at us and we can't, like, handle the shit coming our way, how can you leave us and everything and go live the life that you deserve? Because that is what Yamato deserves, to be free on the open sea. I want that for the character, but it's frustrating me that it's been like a few weeks, months now, and we've just gone on this. Also, Buggy's crew, cross-skilled. I'm not surprised at Dracul Mihawk, but Crocodile is the big surprise of being on Buggy's crew.
It is. It's a big surprise, but again, it's just Oda doing what we want, because what we want is also what he wants. And he's just like, yeah, these are my favorite fucking characters. Of course I'm gonna put them together. And we're like, oh my gosh, Oda, those are our favorite characters too. This is great. This is great for everyone.
It makes me wonder, is Buggy potentially going to be an antagonist again?
As if he wasn't still?
No, I mean, like, to
Again,
Luffy directly
down. They're
in an
all
arc.
still antagonists.
No, absolutely, but
They're
that's what I
only
mean.
bonded by circumstance.
Yeah, that's what I
The
mean.
alliance is temporary. It's not like Traffy where it's like, this is just a truce. Now our deal's done. No, Traffy, we know you're a fucking.
No, I'm
Sue.
glad. I'm glad. Like, fuck off, Law. I like you.
The reverse Midoriya.
Like
the more he's on
in
screen, the less of him
doses.
we have. He loses parts of himself being associated, and no one's taken from him. He's just giving.
From Punk Hazard to Dressrosa, it was all
We've
good.
we've only lost things from Traffy.
God. Yeah,
Sorry,
it's
no,
like,
I shouldn't say that. No. Sorry. Dressrosa, we actually learn a lot about Traffy.
Yeah. That's I meant from having him around. If he left at Dressrosa, I would have been pretty happy. Which he did. Which, in all fairness, he fucked off for a bit because he was in Wano when everyone went off to Whole Cake Island. That was great. Because I still can't get over the fact that Law's power is so fucking broken, and yet it's
very situational, circumstantial. It's fucking gold experience. It's like it's what it needs to be in the moment.
Pretty much.
It's very annoying. Because I agree. Because Traffy, when I was first introduced to Traffy, I'm like, he's a doctor. He's my a pirate doctor.
He's
my
flipping
fucking
me off.
favorite.
Yeah, it is cool, and it was cool
And
to
I
have
was
like
like, wow,
a
you're
captain
kind of
as a
fucking
doctor.
lame, bro.
A little bit. Yeah, I actually like based some of like fucking Mars's like backstory off of Law even. Back
That
when
makes
like
sense.
Dressrosa was like a fucking thing, like, and that's when I was like, oh wow, Law's actually fucking cool. I like his backstory as like melodramatic and shit as it might be, but it's like the whole Corazon thing is so
As
fucking
melodramatic
tragic.
as it be, that's fucking all in One Piece, bitch.
Yeah. But it's like the whole Corazon thing was fucking great. I loved like that bit.
I like Corazon just felt like a fucking joke.
No, he was great.
It felt like a fucking soap opera. It was fucking
He
hilarious.
can fart and no one would know. It was the greatest use of his power. But I actually seriously love this like cross guild. I was hoping this was like somehow Buggy's new wanted poster or something, and they just decided to like. They decided to do some like crazy shit where they just took this and like put their entire bounties together or something.
Yeah, that's probably what's happened. Is they're probably all combined now.
That'd be sick. I'm certain now looking at it again, if this translation is accurate, that the man marked by flames is Sabo. God damn it, Sabo, please. I want you to have killed King Cobra because I genuinely want Luffy to pick Vivi over Sabo.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because that sounds like the most interesting fucking outcome of this. Like, that's some conflict set up.
This is like the new Luffy's fucking like. I was worried for ages. A lot of people were that Sabo was going to be captured and we were just going to get Marineford #2 accepted Sabo. And the Revolutionary Army.
Goddamn, Sabo's got to do something because I'm like, at this point, fucking Yamato has more connection to Ace than anything. Because I've already brought that up before. That Sabo's just like the replacement for Ace. He's just the filler for Ace and the mascot for the Revolutionary Army. And the previous chapters definitely set him up as that mascot. But now that we confirm that he has fucking killed someone, if that actually happened, fuck, that's interesting.
Yeah. I'm surprised it's not fucking Stelly out of everyone, though. Like, if we just heard, Sabo has killed King Stelly. You remember Stelly, right?
Nope.
Stelly was Sabo's adopted brother before he got completely murked. And
is that the
died.
one who looked at the throne?
Yes,
in
it's
Reverie?
the one who looked. Yes, it's the one who like.
There's
covets
no way
the
he's
throne.
dying. He's
gonna be important. He's gonna be.
He's gonna be important in the end.
He's gonna be. You know what? He's gonna be Sabo's fucking buggy failing upward.
Exactly.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, but we are hitting our maximum limit, so
Fair
like,
enough.
I gotta cut you. I'm sorry, I gotta cut everyone off. But what a hell of a
fair enough.
comeback episode, a catch-up episode for sure.
Oh, also, Odin's dad like is. I get it where it's like, oh, I'm living in I'm living in isolation to like, you know, make up for everything that I fucked up on. But then it's like, yeah, just don't tell everyone that like I'm me, please. And it's like, what? So you can get away with the major fuck up that you did.
How convenient for you, old man.
I'm loving the fact that One Piece is back. I'm really excited. Honestly, Oda, if you fucking need it, because I don't want One Piece. I don't feel like he'll rush it, because I know he doesn't want to do that to the fans and everything.
No, it's that his relationship with his editors is very solid. I trust, like Fujimoto, I also very much trust Oda. I'm not worried. I am all game on what's happening.
If Oda said instead, rather than taking a month off One Piece, he just said, I'm going to take 6 months off One Piece, I would have accepted that.
We all would, because what choice do we have?
Exactly, but it's like I would have been like perfectly fine because it's like if the dude wants
I'm
to like
gonna take
finish
3
this
years
off
off of One Piece.
if the dude wants to like take the longest fucking break ever, he fucking deserves it. We can't fucking say otherwise, obviously.
Right, but speaking of taking some breaks, you and I are gonna take 2 weeks off.
Yes,
the audience aren't gonna see the difference.
No.
But at this point, we'll be off for 2 weeks, so you're gonna be seeing another catch-up episode next week, listeners. For us, it's going to be 2 weeks. For you, only 1 week. But until then, everyone, take care. Peace out.
Mind the gap as you exit our podcast safely. Rebuild of Joycast is hosted by Ivan LeRoy and Valentine Stokes. LeRoy's written and directed works can be found on the JoyRide Entertainment YouTube channel and the soon-to-be-released original web manga, PARAMEDIC. Val's dulcet tones can be heard in many of your favorite anime and web series, such as RWBY, Death Battle, Tribe 9, Lackadaisy Cats, and more. This episode was edited by Steena Carey, with YouTube version edited by Cody Rock. Music provided by Lofi Geek. Intro and outro narration by Steena Carey. Outro music composed by Michael Pejovich. Logo and visuals designed by Ivan LeRoy. Rebuild of Joycast is produced by JoyRide Entertainment and Rock Voice Productions LLC, and made possible thanks to Patreon donations from generous listeners like you. This month's highest tiered Patreon producers are Mr. Host, Austin, Gooner Bear, Jellydonut, and FluffyGiggles McKoolcid. If you would like your name shouted out at the end of each podcast, an invite to our private Discord to interact with fans, cast and crew, or early access to all of our content, be sure to check out JoyRide Entertainment's Patreon. Links provided in the description. Thank you for keeping JoyRide's engine burning.